Alright, so RJ and I, we just left the Reading Society of Model Engineers, where we had a wonderful day riding on their outdoor trains and rail fanning their indoor layouts. And because we were just literally a couple miles from Reading Outer Station, and I've actually never been here, this is a Reading and Northern passenger station. I couldn't resist driving a couple more miles to come out here. And what you're looking at here is 225. Kind of looks like the younger brother of 425. And it is not running. They have it decorated for Christmas. You can see a wreath on front. You got lights up top for the smoke and lights all around it. I've never seen this engine in person. I don't know what their plans are, if any, to get it running again. I don't know a whole lot about it. Looks like it's a 460 configuration. I actually expected to look a little smaller in person. It's actually bigger than I realized. We've got the tender here. Of course, they've got the cab is boarded up, so nobody can go in there, obviously. And over here's the station. We're going to walk over there in a minute. The Budd cars are parked there. I don't think they were running the Budd cars today. Not 100% sure on that, but they're parked there now, so that would be a little too early to be back from Jim Thorpe. And it's later in the afternoon, so the sun's at a really bad angle. I apologize. I tried to talk nicely to the sun to get it to move, and it refused. But if I don't do the video now, it will move below the horizon, and then I won't be getting much of a video. I mean, I guess you'd see the lights, but it wouldn't be too much to look at. You could tell that this was the same beautiful shade of blue as 425. This side is taken obviously a real beating with the sun, so it's really faded. Love to see this restored and running again. It is a bigger locomotive than I realized, so I'm sure that could pull the passenger cars through Lehigh Gorge. Got ourselves a little elf up here. Santa, stop here. Maybe he's waiting for some locomotive parts. It's neat that they've actually got the front light lit up. I noticed that when we drove in. This one definitely needs some work. It's seen some better days. They've got the water tower lit up as well. These tracks here just run through the parking lot. I guess out to the main tracks there. We'll walk down there in a minute. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to get some photos before we lose the daylight. Okay, so I've walked across the parking lot and tried to get a shot of 225 over in the corner there, but we are looking straight into the sun now. This is where they board some of their other excursions. I've seen this train run into Jim Thorpe before. These are some of their, as they say, premium seating. We got the Dome car, the Parlor car, and the Black Diamond. I see the Glen Inoco parked here in the mock chunk. And I see an RJ.
Oh, am I in your shot? Sorry.
You're in my shot again. Gosh, can't take this guy anywhere. Let's take a walk down and take a look at these rail cars. They've got this station really nicely decorated for the holidays. They'll be running their Santa Claus excursion soon. I know they run those out of Jim Thorpe. I'm not going to swear they run them out of here, but I'm sure they got something going on. I would love to ride in some of these cars someday. I think these cars are like the private rail cars that rich people had back in the day. RJ's got the selfie stick peeping into the windows. I can't reach that high, but this is as far as they go with the passenger service. They don't go south of here. This ride would go from Reading up to Port Clinton, which is their headquarters, through Tamaqua, and then into Jim Thorpe, which is for the most part the same route as the Budd car ride that I did last month, but I rode from Pottsville, which was a little bit different. And here is one of their new Iowa Pacific cars. I cannot cross the tracks. Well, I could, but I'd get in trouble, and I'm not going to do that. Not sure if they are going to paint these cars or leave them. You can see they've renumbered some already. Reading Blue Mountain and Northern, number 450. The only thing that would go further south from here would be the freight trains. So this one is the Glenanoco Falls. That is named for a waterfall near the rock cut on the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway, which is about 2.5 miles north of Jim Thorpe. This one's called the Mock Chunk Club. Mock Chunk is the original name of the town of Jim Thorpe. Looks like this might be some kind of dining car. Got some pretty heavy duty trucks on it. I think you're right, yeah. And this one here is the Black Diamond. This is their other car with the rear balcony. This is the one I'm more accustomed to seeing than the Glenanoco Falls. This one's the King Cole Express. I'm looking over here. This silver stainless steel car was actually the one I came out to see, if you can believe that. This is another of their new acquisitions. Not sure if it was the Iowa Pacific or somewhere else, but that's a dining car. I really love that old stainless steel look. I don't know if they plan to paint that or keep it. Stainless steel, I hope they keep it. And that kind of matches the Budd liners. which you see here. Well, two of them. This is number 9168. This was the one that JP Videos and I just last month had a really enjoyable excursion from Pottsville to Jim Thorpe, riding in this car. And the one ahead of it is 9167. So the question is, where is 9166? Is that one parked at another station? 9167 was not running the day that we did our excursion. They had left that one in Pottsville. But the following weekend, RJ and I had gone up to Allen's for Halloween, and we watched the Budd cars pass through, and all three were running, which was a nice treat. So I don't know if 9167 is at Pottsville. I'm sorry, 9166. I'm not sure if 9166 is at Pottsville or Port Clinton, or if that one actually had an excursion today. I don't really know. There's not really cars parked here in the station parking lot. So I kind of get the feeling that they didn't have a Budd car ride today and that 9166 is just somewhere else. Taking a look at the signal tower here at Reading Outer Station. And here we got two little switchers. We have 1541 and 1543. And it's funny, I was shopping online yesterday. Yesterday was Black Friday, and I almost bought 1540. And then I told myself I'm broke and I have enough trains, and I didn't buy it. And now I'm probably going to regret it. But it was one just like these. So that's fired up and running. Everything else here is quiet. So I think we've seen what there is to see here. I'm just gonna wrap up the video.
I swore I just heard a horn, and I told Jamie that, so we were getting ready here. Here it's the Norfolk-Southern line coming off over there. So I just caught it. I just happened to see it. So there it is. Grab the phone. I can zoom in. Stand by.
Not sure if you guys heard RJ there. I'm zoomed in as far as we can. We're looking south from Reading Outer Station. We were just about to leave, and he heard a train horn. I didn't hear it. That is Norfolk-Southern coming in from another line that switches onto this line. That would have been one of the trains that go through Macungie, and that comes after Allentown and Bethlehem, and that's some rail fanning I owe you guys some videos of. There's a neat little park to go watch trains, and it's kind of criminal that I haven't been there yet, so we'll remedy that when it warms up. But anyway, hopefully you can see this. This is just a little bonus on the day. And if I put it up on my computer screen and it's too small to see, well, then you'll never know it even happened. Alright, well hopefully we were able to see that. Would have been neat to see the Reading and Northern Fast Freight come through this station, but that's the next best thing. Alright, so looking across the parking lot, there's 225 in the corner. The sun's going down. This would be the track here that would go out to their main line. And they've got this station decorated really nice for the holidays. You got the ticket office looking festive. Sorry, my mouth and face are frozen. I can barely talk. We got a little ornament here with looks like a duck and a whale. And this other platform here is where you board for the standard coaches. Just taking a look at the Christmas decorations. There we go. Hey Santa, can you bring me a GG1?
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, fat chance.
Alright, I'm getting a lump of coal this year, but hey, if you're a rail fan, that's actually a pretty good gift.
Yeah, you can use it for your steam engine.
There you go. You can send a letter to Santa and tell him I want a GG1. There's the old Reading signal tower. We got a snowman. We got joy. Always joyful to be around trains, even if they're just parked. I've never gone out of this station, but we got restrooms here if you want to go before you board the train. And last but not least here, we've got Merry Christmas from Reading and Northern. I like the old-time lettering on this sign here. That's really cool. Looks like these signs want to light up here, but they're not turned on yet like the 425 is. Got a pinata. Wonder if there's a bunch of N-scale trains in there if you break that open. Looking across to 225, you can start to see the lights. Still not quite dark enough. Alright, just taking a quick look at 225 lit up before we drive off. Not sure how well this is going to show. Hopefully you can see the lights. If not, I won't be including this anyway. Okay, so some time has elapsed. RJ and I went across the street to the Route 61 diner there, had a really nice dinner. It's a nice classic 50s diner, very friendly service. If you're in the area, check it out. And of course, when we came back out, this lovely locomotive number 225 was all nicely lit up. So we're going to walk around it again.